Hey, I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6-String Fingerpicking, and in this lesson we're learning how to play The Sound of Silence by Simon & Garfunkel. Okay, so this song is number 26 on my top 60 fingerpicking songs to learn of all time list. If you haven't checked out that list, be sure to. It's in the description, and it's my top 60 fingerpicking songs of all time from beginner to advanced, and we're learning one song each week. So check out the list. If you like the songs, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of these great lessons. Let's start learning this song. So let me just talk you over the chords. Originally the song, I believe, is in E flat minor, but I moved it to E minor for simplicity reasons, just to make it a bit easier to play it in a fingerstyle version. So the chords would be E minor, da 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 da, D, da 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 da, back to E minor, 3, 4, 1, 2, G, C, G, da 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 da, C, G, da da C. Da 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 G, da da da, E minor, G, D, E minor, and that just goes round and round and round and round. So they're the chords, and let me walk you through what I've done here. So it starts. Okay, so that's E minor to D. Okay, so holding down just the E minor chord, you even just need to, all you really need to do is hold down the second fret on the D string. So we play the bass note, just E, and then we play. So holding those strings down, we play the D string twice, the G string twice, the B string twice. So you get. And that goes to your D chord. Now we're not playing D like this, we're using the C shape chord taken from the Cage system. So if you don't know that chord, you still keep your D triad here, your D shape, but you might want to bar the second fret on the G, the B and the high E string, second finger on the third fret of the B string, and then third finger on the fourth fret of the D string, pinky on the fifth fret of the A string. So as soon as we land there, I play the A, the G, and the B string together. So you got. Okay, you've got that. All right, and then D, G, A, D, G, D. And that's just filling in some space between the melody lines. Okay, so. The D chord, D, G, A, D, G, D. Okay, then we tie that over to the next bar. Still holding down that chord, we play A, D, D, G, G, D. So. Okay, and then back to the E minor. We do a very similar thing to what we did on the D chord here, but just on the E minor, it's all kind of moved down. So we play the G with the bass note, the E, and then A, D, E, A, D, A. All right, so that's the first 4 bars. Let me play that again to you nice and slow. Still on the E minor, play the E again, G, and then then D and G together, and then the G. So okay, and then we go to the G chord. This is the next part. So holding down the G, all I do is put my third finger on the third fret of the E string, play that with the B string, play the B string twice, and then I use my second finger on the second fret of the A, pinky on the third fret of the B, play both those strings together, and then play the B again. So you've gone once more, and then it's to a C chord. Holding down a C chord, play the A string and the E string, and again. So let's just go from here. And then using your little finger, catch the third fret on the B string. Okay, so you've gone da, 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 straight to a G chord. And all I do is put my third finger on the E string third fret. And you just arpeggiate that G chord. I play E, D, G, D. So. Okay, then you remain on that G chord, play the E string, and you kind of do a similar thing, but again. So here, we've played the E string on the G, and then E and G string together, so play the G again, and then second fret on the A string with an open B, play together, play the B again, and then third fret on the B string and D string together, play the B string twice. So that part is. And then we go back to that C, play the A and the high E together. And I like to fill it in this time with an open G, like that. So we still play it twice, but we put a G in the middle. Okay, and then we play the B string, third fret. Okay, so like that. Straight back to the G, and then D, G, E, G, open B and open D, and then the third fret on the B string, back to the C. Okay, so we've covered quite a lot there. Let's go from the G. So we're back on the C chord, and play the A and the E string together, and then D, G, A, so, and then D and high E together. Okay, so this part is. So what I do here, after we've gone D, G, A, I'll play the D string with the second finger held on, and the high E open. And then I take my third finger off from the C chord and bring that down to the second fret, play that, and then straight back to the C, but with your little finger playing this G note, the third fret on the E string, together. So you get. Okay, so you play that together and then play the high E again, followed by the D string, and then second fret high E string with the A to open, high E. Second finger goes back to the C chord and plays the second fret of the D. And then look, we play the B third fret again. So that's a lot going on there. So let's just go from the C chord. And that leads us back to a G chord. So I just move the third finger down to the third fret on the E. So once more. E, third fret on the E string, playing the G chord, so we play that. D, G, E, open D and high E. And then third fret on the B. Okay, and then to, still on G. nearly there. So holding down this 3rd fret, play the B and the low E together, and then G, D, and then 2nd fret. You can walk down with your 1st finger or your 2nd finger or your thumb, doesn't really matter. Play the 2nd fret on the E into an E minor chord. So holding down the E minor, you don't even need to hold down the E minor actually, because you're not playing these 2 frets here. So open G, open B, open G. Back to the G chord, so you play the E note, 3rd fret, E string 3rd fret. G, 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 3 open G strings. So you go on. And then D with an F sharp in the bass, so you can play it like this. So I'm holding down the 2nd fret on the E, 2nd fret on the G, and 3rd fret on the B. Play the E and the B string together. D, G, E. So you're going. Okay, and then 4th fret on the D, open E and open G, and then 2nd fret on the D. Okay, so that is all of it. Let me just play that last part from, let's go from that E minor chord. And then you can pick, you arpeggiate the chord. As I say, follow along with the guitar tab, and I really don't mind if you want to change this, the chords that I'm playing around too much. It doesn't matter to me if you kind of create your own version, but what is important is that you play the melody just how it is in the song. So that's all of it, and then the verse just repeats round and round, and that's the song. There are some small nuances in it if you listen to the melody line as Paul Simon sings it. So listen out for those, and you want to play along. So in the tab below this video on the website, you can see some of those nuances. So listen out for them and play around with it, and I hope you get a lot of fun out of this song. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, leave me a comment telling me what you thought of the lesson, and subscribe for more. And don't forget to head over to 6stringfingerpicking.com for loads more fingerstyle and songwriting guitar lessons. And I'll see you next week for the next song.